something ain't right here. I don't know what it is, but something just doesn't feel right. Maybe the channel's haunted? I don't know. But first, Melissa was spirited away somewhere. And then, something malicious kept Kay from making her video on Monday. So, maybe there is supernatural things at work here. Oh no. That means they're coming after me next. Well, guess what? I ain't going down without a fight. I'm gonna talk about this topic, and that might just be the key of stopping these things. Okay, so buckle up, YouTube. We're gonna talk about horror. And no, I'm not talking about the disaster in Washington. That's a whole other story. Hello millennials, welcome back to another Tuesday, and this week we are talking about horror. Again, it's one of those topics that I can go on and on and on about until the cows come home, but I'm going to try to keep this as short and sweet as possible. Because again, I'm running out of time. I really gotta stop making videos at 8 o'clock at night. I really have to stop doing this because I'm really cutting it close again. So, we're gonna start this conversation off with the thing that is racking around in my brain as we speak, horror television shows. So, the first one that comes to mind is my latest obsession, and that would be Supernatural. Now, I don't really know if I would technically count Supernatural as a horror television show, but according to the internet, it is. So we're just gonna count it, because there's a lot of horror elements in there. You have vampires, you have werewolves, you have ghosts, you have demons, the occasional rogue angel who's running amok. It's all horror based. So we're gonna go with it. But Supernatural is a freaking awesome show. Freaking awesome. I really enjoyed it. From season 4 on, I am completely hooked. I cannot wait until the next episode on Thursday. Can't wait. Just can't. But Supernatural, for those of you who don't know, is a story revolving around Sam and Dean Winchester, who are hunters who go after all of these bad creatures. Anything you can think of. Like I mentioned, all those other things, plus everything of legend and lore. They go after all of it. And they kill it. Or they befriend it in some cases, depending on what it is. But it's crazy. It's a really great show. It does have episodes where the humor just runs amok. Like the episode I saw today, which was from like season 6? I think it was season 6. The French Mistake, I believe it was called, that episode. Completely hilarious. I was in stitches laughing the entire time. It is a great show. It is really good. So if you haven't watched it and you're looking for something with some action, with some drama, with horror, with supernatural stuff, Supernatural. Go check it out on Netflix. Awesome. Another television show that is in the horror category that I absolutely love, and I'm sure almost every human being on the face of the planet has seen it at least once, or at least an episode, is The Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone is classic. Black and white, just awesomeness. You can't go wrong. All the stories are amazing. They really are amazing. And I've seen a lot of them several times, and you'd think you would get tired of watching them over and over again. But, like I said in countless other videos, when you can watch something and not get tired of it, it really shows how good it is. So The Twilight Zone is probably one of the best horror shows that ever existed. There's a lot of good ones. One of my favorite episodes is the one where you have that old lady who's living alone, and she ends up getting visited by these teeny tiny little robot aliens that are attacking her in her own house, and she's trying to fend them off. That one's probably one of my favorites. Along with the episodes that William Shatner was in. He was in 2 of them, I believe. One where he is driving along with his wife or fiance, girlfriend. I'm not sure what their relationship was. I think it was probably his wife. And they get stuck at this restaurant where they talk to this fortune-telling machine. And that one was really good, really exciting. And then there was the one where he was in an airplane and there was this creature that was messing with the machine, with the wing of the airplane, and no one believed him. Those were good episodes. So there's a lot of awesome ones. I can name quite a few of them, but those are some of my favorites. So those are all of the horror shows that I really enjoyed. Just two, I'm going to mention that. There's probably a bunch more, but let's move on to the next category, which is movies. There are tons and tons of really great horror films. And the first one is a classic. It's not really too much horror-ish, but it does kind of belong in that category, and that's Jaws. Jaws is another classic horror film. You can't go wrong with it. I've seen it hundreds of times, and I still enjoy it. That shark is scary, man. Think of your nightmares. So, definitely love Jaws. Then there's all of the Final Destination films. Those are it's probably one of my favorite franchise of horror-related films. I mean, it's just scary. The first two were probably the best. After that, it was kind of like, eh. I think there's only 3. There might have been another one, but they kind of got away from it after a while. But I really did enjoy the first 2 Final Destination films. They were just really well done. Next, of course, you have Friday the 13th. Great series of movies. You're like, what is gonna kill Jason every single time in every single movie? Are they finally gonna get him? Are they finally gonna kill him? They've tried everything. They've tried blowing him up. They've tried putting him on fire. They sent him to space. They used nukes. They've used almost everything on this guy, and he never dies. So, I love Friday the 13th. Freaking fantastic. You know, along with the side movie Freddy vs. Jason, or Jason vs. Freddy, forgot the exact name of the movie. But those two together, that's just a horror combo right there. Am I missing anything? Oh, of course, we can't talk about horror films without talking about The Shining, another really good classic film. Who hasn't seen The Shining? You guys are missing out. That one's really good as well. It's about this family who ends up going to this hotel up in, like, I believe it's like Colorado or something, and the father loses his mind as he's working on a project, and he just goes psycho and goes after his family. So, it's an awesome film. It's an awesome film. And what's great about it is that location is actually haunted. The place where they shot that movie, it's haunted, which makes it even cooler. So that's awesome. Then we had The Birds, which is probably my first horror film that I've ever watched. That one was pretty cool. So if you ever have a fear of birds, I probably wouldn't watch that film. But that was pretty good, because you have this world where birds are attacking, and it's just like, oh my god, they're everywhere. So that's another one. So there's a lot of horror films. I'm sure I missed quite a few of them. Oh, of course, The Ring is another one. I haven't seen the subsequent movies. I've only seen the first one. Again, really enjoyed that. The Chucky movies. Can't go wrong with Chucky. Chucky, The Bride of Chucky, all those. They kind of freaked me out. I watched them when I was younger. Those kind of freaked me out, but I still really like those. Oh, speaking of things that freaked me out, there is one movie that I swear to God, I cannot stand. I am 27 years old, and I still cannot get over the fear that that movie put in me. Was The Haunted Mask from Goosebumps. That movie scared the living bejeebies out of me. I had nightmares about it for weeks. It was just completely terrifying. I was like scared of like the mask, like how it was like stuck to your face and you couldn't get it off, and it was just, I couldn't even touch the VHS case of it. That's how badly it affected me. That's just sad to say, but that movie was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So, yes, those are all of the horror films that I'm going to talk about. There's a hell of a lot more. Horror is a pretty wide topic, but those are some of my favorites, some of the ones that I've seen. And lastly, we're just gonna briefly mention some horror anime. One of my favorites, and I think one of the best horror animes out there, is Another. That one is really well done. It has a lot of mystery about who this extra person is, and it's scary. It's a really scary film, but it is really, really well done. So if you haven't checked that one out, you should check that one out. Other anime that I've seen that are in the horror category that I really liked were Hellgirl, which I still haven't seen the second season of. I have it, I own it, but I have not watched it yet. It's one of those things. I do a lot of that. I collect a lot of things, I never get a chance to watch it. Life is too busy. In addition to Hellgirl, let's see, we have Madoka Magica. Do not let this show fool you. It may have this cute, magical girl feel about it, but it will mess with your mind. It will mess with you so hard. It is just one of those shows, it's just like, damn, what did I just watch? I think it was like episode 4. If you don't get that feeling by episode 4, then wow, that's impressive. Because I believe that was the episode where the thing happened. I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen it, but for those of you who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was one of those moments. I was like, whoo. Next, Death Note. Death Note, I'm going to consider it to be horror because, well, hell, we have Shinigami. Death gods, come on. Fantastic. The whole interaction between Light and L and just the cat and mouse chase between them, so well done. I hated it when L died. It was just kind of like really mellow and nah, I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. It's just, I don't know, it lost its spark after that, but you know, it still sucks. At the very end, I still wish that it didn't end like that. Like, god damn it. Like, really? Jeez. But anyway, so there's Death Note. What else do we have? Just staring at my little tablet here because I totally forgot all of the shows that I watch. Another one, High School of the Dead. That one, again, more psycho. There's so much blood in that one. God, it's so violent. So utterly violent. But you know what? It's good. I read the manga more than watched the show. The manga is really good. So I've been reading that. And that was like a thing I did on Halloween a couple of years ago. I actually did a marathon of horror reading, and that was one of them that I checked out. And last but not least, Vampire Night. Come on. Come on. I know it's kind of schoolgirl kind of feel again, but you have vampires and you have all the darkness that revolves around Kaname. The manga does it a lot better. It actually demonstrates the darkness within him, and it's just, whoo, that man, he screwed up. He screwed up in the head. Seriously. But awesome shows. Awesome. Horror is fantastic. Again, one of the best forms of entertainment. Can't get enough horror. It's just really get your blood flowing. So there's a lot of them that I probably didn't mention in this video, but I love horror. So let me know what some of your favorite horror television shows, movies, whatever form of entertainment you can find horror in. Let me know about those in the cage below. I look forward to hearing about it. And if you saw any of the shows, movies, television, anything that I mentioned in this video, let's continue that conversation down below as well. Let's talk to you guys some more. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and tomorrow, hopefully, we'll see Britt, because I don't want to be the only one making videos this week, because then I'll really feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. So that's it for me. Again, have a great night, everyone.